I am going to receive a grant to put out my very first album. Well, folks, it's been a long time since I got you updated with a vlog, but long time is over, and here I am. This is another episode of One Drummer's Journey. Since I last talked to you, there have been a lot of big changes. I'm excited to share all of them with you. The coolest change, the one that I'm most excited about, is actually why I'm in the car right now. I just got finished with about a 2-hour drive from Tampa to Fort Myers, where I'm going to receive a grant to put out my very first album. Yes, it's gonna happen. In a couple hours, they're gonna hand me a check for an amount of money that's gonna help me put out my very first recording as a leader. I am super hyped about that. I've been blessed for the last few years now, about 3 years, to never worry about where the rent's gonna come from or anything like that. I've never had trouble getting hired to play gigs, and all of that has been fantastic. But there's part of me that wants to start working for myself much more. In fact, my goal for the year 2020 is to mostly be working for myself. Whereas right now I'm mostly working for other people and helping them make their dreams come true or helping them make their gigs happen, which is fantastic and I love doing. But there's a big part of me that wants to be leading my own groups. And so what this album is going to do is it's going to enable me to start doing that. Right now in the music business, nobody's really making any money off of their albums. They're kind of making their money off of album sales at gigs and by playing shows. And that's kind of where the music business money for the musicians is currently coming from. So having an album is going to be something that's going to let me into the gate and give me more opportunities to play out and to do my own music. I haven't done my own music very much in public, and I think it's time for me to do that. Just to give you a rapid recap for what's been going on this year, I finished my 8th season with Sickles High School teaching drumline. My private students are doing fantastic. I've been playing in some really cool places. And the biggest change in my life has been joining an organization called Giving Tree Music. You might remember in a previous episode, I talked about how I asked this guy, Steve, if I could come and hang with him while he does a drum circle with some autistic kids. Well, doing that set me off on a path that I wasn't even ready for, and now I've joined that organization, and I'm doing drum circles with all sorts of people, birthday parties.
I'll give you the picture, and you dance like it. We'll start off easy. Invisible hula hoop. Ready? Go, go!
Kids with autism. Senior centers. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Let's go a little bit faster, go! Really, anybody that exists, we want to play drums with them, and I think it's so cool to be a part of that. I'm also managing their social media for them, so all the pictures that you see on the Giving Tree Facebook page and on Instagram, I'm putting those up for the most part. That's been another really important learning experience for me too, actually. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's been going on, y'all. A lot of cool stuff. Well, good evening, folks. Good evening. I want to thank everyone that's involved in the Young Artist Awards, especially Catherine, for believing in us, because we're very used to being told that we're not believed in. And as Martina mentioned, discouragement comes our way. When you decide that you want to do something like this that's not ordinary, that's different, people will tell you that you can. And it's very wonderful to know that there's a foundation here at home that believes that I can. That ceremony was really nice, and I felt wonderful being in a room full of people that tell artists that they can. And I really believe in that, so it was awesome to be there. Got to get on the road, got to get back to work. Well, it was really special to be able to be with my parents as I accepted that grant, and it was awesome to, like I said, to get that validation. You know, it's beautiful to hear that someone believes in you and believes in what you're doing. And that's what that award is all about. That's what the Young Artist Awards is all about. And so it was an honor to be able to do that. I just got home and I need to work on some videos, but before I did that, I wanted to talk with you about one more thing. I want to give you my manifesto, my intentions for the year of 2018. I've been playing for all sorts of groups for other people and making their dreams and their hopes come true for the 3 or so years that I've been out of school. And now what I want to do is I want to start working for myself. So the biggest change that I want to make next year is I want to start 2 to 3 bands and have them working by the end of the year. That is my #1 goal for the year. I'm just ready to be leading my own stuff, and I think it's time to start doing that again. So I'm going to be getting to that. That is my #1 goal, and I want you to hold me to it. I would love to get some positive pressure from folks that are into what I'm doing saying, hey, Paul, how's that band leading going? What's going on? I would love to receive that. I would take it as encouragement. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I appreciate your support so much. By the way, I've got an email list. If you're not aware, if you're not on that, I'm putting some exclusive stuff on just the email list that you won't find anywhere else. If that's something you're interested in, the link is down here, but it's called getpaulmail.com. That's where you're going to want to sign up, and you'll be up to date on everything. Exclusive blog content, performance dates, info on the projects that I'm working on, and I've been putting together some Spotify playlists, and there's some cool stuff. There's some cool stuff. You got to get in on the mailing list. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for paying attention. I'll catch y'all next time.